Alright, what's up guys? So this is technically the next day. Yesterday I just kind of chilled out when I got home and just relaxed. Today, it's still kind of cold, but it's so much better. I mean, we're in March now, so like the weather's getting a little bit better. It's still not like great, but at least there's no snow on the ground, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna probably take the Challenger later today. I need to go get it washed. It's like really dirty, but we're not talking about the Challenger today. We're talking about the Jeep. And yeah, I want to let you guys know all the things that I've gotten done to it recently, and debatable if it's worth it or not, but I'll let you guys know. All right, sorry guys, I just got inside here just because it was a little bit too noisy outside. My neighbors are talking and stuff like that. I didn't want that stuff to pick up on the camera, so I figured I'd just come here real quick to talk to you guys. So if you guys don't know, when I bought this vehicle last July of 2019. I bought it for, I want to say like $2,100 or something like that. Now I knew when I was buying it, it wasn't perfect. There are a lot of small little things here and there that were wrong with it. So like for example, which I did a video when I first bought it. I'll have it linked down below or up in the corner. Everything that's wrong with my Jeep Grand Cherokee. So there's a lot of things that's wrong. Like the radio's messed up. The door panel is kind of messed up. I mean, it's kind of janky. It was dirty when I bought it. And like a lot of like small little things here and there, but it wasn't anything like super crazy when I first bought it. It was good running mechanically. And you know, it was okay. But about a month or two after that, problems came up, which, you know, it is what it is. You know, you take a risk when you buy anything used. It is what it is. I'm gonna reference my notes because I took notes on all the repairs that I got done to this Jeep. So the first batch of repairs that came through was the transmission. The transmission was starting to fail on me, and it was to the point where I could still drive the car. I could have honestly limped it around. I was debating if I should go get it fixed or if I should just, you know, limp it around, because since I bought the car for like not that much money, I didn't really put that much money into it because I knew that I wanted to, I don't know if I wanted to keep it for forever. Like when I bought this vehicle, it came with this, you know, paint job that was done to it. This is actually like a rattle can in the backyard. Like when I bought this vehicle, the dude literally, when he was selling this one, he had another car that he did the same thing to. And you know, as I was asking about him, and he literally did it in their garage. He sanded it down and did like a rattle can paint job on it. Does it look the best? No, but I think it looks cool. It's like matte black. It's just kind of like simple. So yeah, so definitely this thing was not perfect when I bought it. It's obviously it had issues, and this isn't like a clean like vehicle. So I knew what I was getting myself into. So that's the reason why I was like, I don't know if I really want to put that much money into it. It did have the lift kit, did have some bigger tires on it, but that was pretty much it. That was pretty much like one of the big contributing factors why I bought this one over other ones, and because it was cheaper. Originally, I was gonna drop the transmission pan and just change out the fluids and go that route and see if it got better, see if it fixed it, see if it was any improvements. But the more and more I start looking at the transmission, like the transmission fluid and everything like that looked good. When I was looking underneath the actual transmission pan, I could tell it was dropped before. Like you can tell like literally someone did it before me. So then I started thinking like, well, maybe I shouldn't even try to replace the fluid. Like maybe I should go in, just go to another shop, see what they think, see if they could read any codes, because it wasn't throwing any check engine lights for the transmission. So I was thinking like it could be a plethora of different reasons why the transmission is acting weird. But when I went to go take it into a reputable shop around here, they tested it out, but when they were looking at it more, it turns out the transmission was basically grading itself. So I had a couple options. I could swap in a used one. I could, you know, drive it for, you know, longer just like that. or I can go get the transmission completely rebuilt. And I kind of went with that route, because then I was thinking, do I want to keep it forever, or what am I going to do? Basically, essentially, I got the transmission fixed. I got it completely rebuilt. It comes with a 3-year warranty or something like that on the transmission. So I said, screw it, new one, a couple $100 more, just get that done, brand new, and like it would just be fixed. So I did that, got the transmission fixed. While I had it in the shop, I got all the O2 sensors fixed, because it was throwing like intermediate codes for the O2 sensors. Like they kept coming on and off. I was reading it, like I had the scan tool myself, and I kept clearing the codes, but they kept coming back. So I tried to replace them myself, but like 2 of them were like just, they were just like so welded in there, like stuck. I could not get them out. I even left the car on, tried to heat up the actual from the catalytic converter, and tried to like get it off. I even tried using heat myself with like a blowtorch. I couldn't get it off. I tried literally everything in the book. I could not get the O2 sensors off. So I said, screw it. At this point in time, I don't care. I'll pay a shop. They want to do it, I'll let them do it. So they did do it. So I got O2 sensors fixed, and I also got the oil pan. The oil pan that was on here was like rusted out completely. Not rusted out completely, but it was cracked up. That just needed to be replaced. So I got that replaced as well. While the car was in the shop at that time, I also got a compression check on the engine, because before I got anything else done, I wanted to make sure that the engine was healthy. They did a compression check on it, and everything else came back positive, because that was my biggest issue. I was like, do I want to put a whole new transmission in it if the engine's going to fail eventually? This car, I think, only has like 130 something thousand miles. Actually, let me double check. Actually, no, it has less than that. Only like 116, which is like not that much for 2005. So I got all this stuff done inside the first batch. So I got the transmission fixed, oil pan, O2 sensors, compression check, all the other good stuff. Everything else I got done. Now, when I had the vehicle at the shop, they did tell me I needed brakes done. And I was gonna do that myself, but literally over this winter break, I didn't do anything to the cars. Like, I literally just installed the Hellcat intake mod on my Challenger, which I had that mod for like over a month, and it's just because it's been so cold, I haven't wanted to do anything with the cars. So that one was on me. I knew I needed to get the brakes done. I never did it myself. I was gonna save myself a couple $100, like $500 at that point in time, if I were to do it myself. So I didn't do it at that time when the car was in the shop. Never got around to doing it. I drove mostly the Jeep during the winter time, especially when it was snowing and salt out. I drove the Jeep, obviously. That's why I bought the vehicle. And, well, because of that, I wore out the brakes completely. Like, when I brought the vehicle into the shop like a week or so ago, it was stopping terribly. Like, it was getting to the point where I was like, yeah, I just got to get it done. I just got to get the brakes done. Essentially, the rotors, the pads, and even the calipers, it all needed to be not all of them needed to be replaced. Like, the front calipers needed to be replaced with the rotors, and the pads, the back calipers were fine. It needed the pads. I don't know if I needed the rotors in the back, but the back, like the fronts were worse than the back. I could have waited to get the back done, but I said, screw it, at this moment in time, I'm gonna get them all done all at the same time, and let's just get this over with. Let's just do it. So I bought the Jeep into the shop. I got all that stuff repaired, and while it was in there, I also got the rear end bushings done and the tie rods done in the rear. And the other thing I did get done to this Jeep, which this is kind of controversial, for the tires. Now, I'm running the stock rim size, I believe, but these are 255 by 75 by 17 BF Goodrich K02s. That's what I'm running on this vehicle. And I believe the lift is a 2.5 inch lift. Like, the lift, it's okay. I was debating if I was gonna go inside a different direction and get a different lift kit on here, because the driving, like when I bought it, like I can tell this is probably like either like a super lift or like some like lower brand type of lift that's on here. It's not the greatest lift at all, but I mean, I like the way it looks, so I didn't really bother to getting it fixed or getting it done yet. I was gonna get it done, but that was before I got the brakes done. So essentially, anyways, so with these tires, now I've been looking for a while for a replacement set of tires. They're not terrible, but I should get them replaced soon. And my front driver's side door, my front passenger and my front actually driver, they're both leaking air. Like, maybe every 2 weeks I would have to fill it up with new air, with more air. So it's not super fast, but it was getting annoying. It wasn't the valve stem, it was actually like I was just leaking air. I'm not sure from where. I did try to see if it was from the valve stem. It wasn't from the valve stem. So, and like the tread was getting kind of bad on the front too. And that was also because the alignment wasn't, I mean, it was okay, but not like perfect. So it was getting some uneven wear. I've been searching Facebook Marketplace and like Craigslist and even eBay, seeing if anyone's selling a set of wheels and tires that were in decent shape. I've seen a lot of wheels and tires. A lot of them, I wasn't sure if it would fit. I don't have the pinch weld mod on here, when that's essentially when you like bend out the inside the fender lining, you kind of like bend that part out. It'll let you run a little bit bigger of a tire. I wasn't fully sure what size tire I could run on here. I saw someone else, they had a 3-inch lift kit on their Jeep, and they were running, I think it was like 265 by something. I think they were Mickey Thompson's, and like they were selling theirs for like 800 or 900 bucks. I was thinking about doing that. I also saw a lot of people selling their takeoff Jeep Wrangler wheels. I was thinking about doing that, but I really like the look of the K02s, so that's the reason why I kind of want to stick with that. So essentially, I found a shop here that was selling a set of 2. They were used tires. The tread, like, it was definitely better than what I had on here, but they weren't brand new. They weren't brand new tires. They were just decent tires, and they were just used. They were selling a set of 2 for $80, which that's a great deal considering these tires are like almost two something a piece new. So I went to the shop. I went to their like shop. There was just a big like tire shop. Went over there. Like the tread was pretty good. Like it was better than what I had. So I bought those 2. When I took those tires into the shop, like when I was getting all the other work done, like I know since this is an all-wheel drive car, essentially, you need to get all the tires done, replaced at the same time. Otherwise, it'd be uneven wear, and like it can mess up the diff because all the tires are spinning at the same time. If one has better tread than the other one, like it can mess things up. But the tread, like my front 2 were just worse than my rear. So essentially, it worked itself. It worked out. Like I could use the front. I got the front 2 replaced, and it pretty much matches up with the rear. So we got that done. Which actually that saved me a lot of money, because I was expecting to spend like up to like $1,000 on just getting wheels and tires, which I didn't want to spend on just wheels and tires, but I kind of needed it to be done. So I got that taken care of as well, and also got a alignment on here. So that last bill, it was like, I don't know, like $1,400 or something like that, getting all that stuff done, getting the tires put on. Yeah, so I got tires put on, I got the brakes all around taken care of, got the rear bushings, rear tie rods, alignment, and I think that is it. Now the only other thing I do want to do for this Jeep is get the upper control arms for the front. Now, because I do know that can fail, especially if you have a lifted Jeep WK. I am gonna wait to do that, but I am gonna get that done eventually. But right now I'm pretty happy with the way that the Jeep sits. Like it drives so much better now. Like it's such a much more comfortable drive, and it drives well now. Like the engine's always been strong, because the transmission was holding it up when I first got it, because it was hesitating when it was shifting hard here and there. So that was the big issue with that. But now with the alignment and the rear bushings and the tie rods and like the new tires, it drives now so much better. It drives so much more comfortably. So now I'm like, actually the lift kit that's on here, it's totally fine. Like it's great for like daily driving. It handles so much better. And the good thing is now it stops so much better. Like when I'm on the highway, getting off the highway, I have this special, like when I'm commuting home from work, when I get off the one exit, it's like downhill. It's a pretty like, you have to stop kind of quick, and you're going downhill. Like before in this, I used to have to like lay on the brakes, but now it stops so much more comfortably. Like it's a totally different driving experience whenever I drive this vehicle. So with all that being said, doing all the work that I've done to this Jeep, like I've put like over $4,000 into this thing, and I bought the car for like $2,100 or something like that. So like I'm all in like $6,100, and probably a little bit more than that, considering like the oil changes and like other fluids and stuff like that I put inside this vehicle. Has it been worth it? I don't really know. I like the vehicle. Like if you guys are subscribers to my channel, you guys will know I was debating if I was gonna trade this, sell this, or do something else. Like, cause I kind of wanted a pickup truck, like a Ram. I really wanted, a Dodge Cummins. That's what I wanted to do. But like the more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm like, I'm happy with this Jeep. It's not the fastest thing out there in the world, but it's not meant to be fast. It's literally just the V6. It's totally fine. It's fine. It does what it does. I like it. I want to take this thing off-road a lot more. Like now that it's like actually nicer out, I want to like find some more trails to take it off-roading and do some more fun stuff with this thing. And it's perfect for the dogs. Like I love it. Like this thing it does this job. It does its job well, and it's a totally different driving dynamic when I drive this versus driving the Challenger. With all that being said, there's still other things I got to get done to this Jeep. My driver's side window, which is kind of messed up still, it's like completely locked up, which it didn't have this problem before. I took the door panel off and I fixed it before. Like I like kind of lubricated the actual track and like kind of helped it go up and down a couple of times, and then it worked fine for like the longest. Now it's just stuck completely. I took the door panel off recently and tried to fix it again. It's just, I think it's completely gone. Like I can hear the motor is working. The motor is like working, and it's like tilting the actual window, but it feels like the window just doesn't want to go up and down. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I really want to either get the door replaced, but I don't know how that's going to work with the actual locking mechanism, because this Jeep just has a normal key. Like it's just a key. There's no like automatic locks or anything like that. Like literally this key opens up this door. There's no locks on the other doors as well. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm not sure how that's going to work. So that's the reason why I haven't done that yet. Jeep, I definitely plan on keeping it. What are my future plans for it? I still want to do more modifications, more fun stuff with this thing, but I think I'm going to keep it for pretty much forever. I mean, it's not perfect. There is rust on this vehicle. This is a vehicle from, you know, Buffalo, New York. Had it lived many lives. It went through many winters without people like really washing it and like trying to take care of it. Like I've been trying to wash it, trying to keep it clean as much as I can, even though it is a winter vehicle, but I'm trying to like wash the undercarriage and stuff like that, but it just gets dirty, and it just salt just destroys cars here. So even with me doing all the work to it, like probably in like 10 years, this thing will probably be just overtaken because of just rust. So what I plan on doing is just keeping it, driving it for as long as I can, having fun with it. When this thing dies, like eventually it's gonna probably die. Like honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen. Either like this rust takes it over eventually. I mean, I'm gonna do my best to like prevent it, but I mean, rust is just rust. Once rust gets inside a vehicle, it's basically cancer for it. It'll kill it eventually. I'm gonna drive it for as long as I can, have fun with it, and then yeah, I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. But just want to let you guys know, I'm like, has it been worth it to do all the work to this vehicle? I think yes, because in my opinion, when I bought the vehicle, I didn't have to do the lift, I didn't have to do the wheels and tires, and it already had this cool paint job to it. And like I had other small little things, like some extra like lightings and stuff like that. It was worth it for me, but I don't know. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think I did the right choice with fixing this thing up as much as I did, or do you think it was pretty much a waste of money? Let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, like that, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this video was kind of like me talking, explaining stuff to you guys, but I wanted to let you guys know what's going on with the Jeep. I plan on doing more videos with the Jeep, with the Challenger, and with a whole bunch of other stuff. So check out my channel. Like always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Follow me on Instagram, Omega Greed, same name as YouTube channel. And like that, I'm out of here, and goodbye.